Hey there, and welcome. Today, we are going to absolutely master one of the most important building blocks in English, the present simple tense. Seriously, by the end of this, you're going to be using it so you sound super clear and confident. All right, let's jump right in.
Okay, right off the bat, listen to this sentence. He go to the gym every day. Something about that just doesn't sound quite right, does it? Stick with me, and in a few minutes, you'll know exactly why, and you'll know how to fix it perfectly, every single time.
So, here's what we've got on tap. First, we'll cover why this tense is so incredibly important. Then, we'll break down the basic structure, the blueprint. After that, the 4 key moments you need to use it, the mistakes everyone and their brother makes, and finally, we'll get some practice in.
Okay, so you might be thinking, why all the fuss about just one tense? Well, it's because this is so much more than just some dusty grammar rule. This is about how you actually sound when you speak English in the real world. And look, I know for a lot of you, this is a huge deal. If you're taking a big exam like the IELTS, the present simple pops up everywhere, in your speaking, in your writing. Nailing this is a massive step toward getting the score you're aiming for.
And this quote right here just nails it. It's not just about being technically correct. It's about the impression you make. When you use this tense the right way, you sound organized, you sound confident, and, that's exactly what examiners are listening for.
Okay, let's get into the nitty-gritty. The basic blueprint. And trust me, once you see the pattern, it's way simpler than it looks.
So here's the core idea, the most important thing to remember. We use the present simple for things that are constant. Just think about it. We're talking about habits, facts, your daily routine, stuff that doesn't really change.
Now, this is where it all clicks into place. Let's break this down. See that top row? For I, you, we, they, it's super simple, right? You just use the basic verb, like walk. To make it negative, you say don't walk. To ask a question, you start with do. Easy. But, and this is the big one, look at the second row. For he, she, it, that's where the change happens. We add an S to the verb, use doesn't for negatives, and does for questions. That is the key difference right there.
So let's zoom in on that he, she, it rule, because it's the one that trips people up. Most of the time, just slap an S on the end of the verb. He walks. Simple. Now, if the verb ends with a sound like cha or sha, we add es, just to make it easier to say, like watches. And finally, if a verb ends in a consonant plus a y, like study, you drop the y and add ies. That's really it.
Okay, so we've got the how. Now let's talk about the when. When do you actually use this thing? There are 4 key moments you really need to know.
All right, number 1, and this is probably the biggest one, habits and routines. We're talking about all those repeated actions that make up your life, day in and day out.
I mean, check this out. She drinks coffee every morning. It's not just a one-time thing that's happening right now. It happens every single day. It's a habit. That's your signal right there. Present simple.
Okay, number 2, we use it for facts, general truths. The stuff that just is, the things that are always true about the world.
Exactly like this one. Water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. It did yesterday, it does today, and it will tomorrow. It's a fact of science. And for facts, it's always the present simple.
All right, number 3. Now, this one can feel a little weird at first. We actually use the present simple to talk about the future, but only for things on a super fixed schedule. Think train timetables, flight schedules, that kind of thing. Right? The train leaves at 7 a.m. tomorrow. Even though the action is tomorrow, the schedule is set in stone today, so we say leaves, not will leave. You'll see this all the time with official schedules.
And last but not least, number 4. We use it for verbs that describe a state of being, not an action. These are words for how you feel, what you think, or what you own. Think about it. He is a doctor. That's not something he's doing this second. It's what he is. Same with I like chocolate. It's a feeling, a preference. You wouldn't say I am liking chocolate because it just sounds odd, right? For these states of being, it's always present simple.
All right, let's tackle the mistakes everybody makes. And I mean everybody. But the great thing is, once you can spot them, they're super easy to fix.
Okay, here it is, the number 1 classic mistake, forgetting that little S. We just talked about this. It's always she works, not she work. You have got to have that S for he, she, and it.
And here's the other big one. Remember that very first sentence we looked at? This is it. For he, she, or it, you have to use doesn't, not don't. So he doesn't go to the gym is the right way to say it.
Okay, enough talk. Theory is one thing, but making it stick? That's all about practice. So let's put what you've learned to the test right now. Have a look at this sentence. He plays football on Fridays. What's the mistake here? I'll give you a second to think about it.
Yes, you got it. The subject is he, so the verb needs that S. He plays. Perfect. All right, how about one more? My mother don't eat breakfast. Remember, my mother is the same as saying she. So what's the fix?
Exactly. For she, the negative is doesn't. So, my mother doesn't eat breakfast. See? You're totally getting this.
Okay, one last challenge, and this one's all you. I want you to think of a general truth. It could be a scientific fact, or just something that's always true for you. Go ahead and say it out loud, using the present simple. Seriously, actually saying it is what locks it in your brain. You did an awesome job today.